The World War II era is notorious for mysterious Nazi experiments involving weapons and strange esoteric technology. But the US also conducted its fair share of tests on new and nefarious weaponry and wartime tactics. One of mysterious operation conducted by US Navy is the Philadelphia experiment. So what is this Philadelphia experiment? I guess you have watched the invisible helicarrier in Marvel's Avengers movie. Yeah. Invisibility. That's what we are going to discuss today. Philadelphia experiment was conducted in the year 1943 at the Naval Shipyard of Philadelphia. It is alleged that the US Navy destroyer escort USS Eldridge was to be rendered invisible, or cloaked, to enemy devices. The experiment is also referred to as Project Rainbow. The US Navy maintains that no such experiment occurred, and details of the story contradict well-established facts about the Eldridge, as well as the known laws of physics. The experiment was conducted by a Dr. Franklin Reno as a military application of a unified field theory. The theory, briefly, postulates the interrelated nature of the forces that comprise electromagnetic radiation and gravity. This theory was thought possible, with specialized equipment and sufficient energy, to bend light round an object in such a way as to render it essentially invisible to observers. The Navy considered this application of the theory to be of obvious military values. Testing began in summer 1943, and was successful to a limited degree. One test, on July 22, resulted in the Eldridge being rendered almost completely invisible, with some witnesses reporting a greenish fog in its place. However, crew members complained of severe nausea afterwards. At that point, the experiment was altered at the request of the Navy, with the new objective being invisible to radar only. Equipment was not properly recalibrated to this end, but in spite of this, the experiment was performed again on October 28. This time, Eldridge not only became almost entirely invisible to the naked eye, but actually vanished from the area in a flash of blue light. Simultaneously, the US Naval Base at Norfolk, Virginia, just over 375 miles away, reported sighting the Eldridge offshore for several minutes, whereupon the Eldridge vanished from their sight and reappeared in Philadelphia, at the site it had originally occupied, in an apparent case of accidental teleportation. The physiological effects on the crew were profound. Almost all of the crew were violently ill. Some suffered from mental illness as a result of their experience. Behavior consistent with schizophrenia is described in other accounts. Still other members were physically unaccounted for or supposedly vanished, and 5 of the crew were allegedly fused to the metal bulkhead or deck of the ship. Still others were said to fade in and out of sight. Horrified by these results, Navy officials immediately cancelled the experiment. Though this experiment was refused by the US Navy, in 1990, Alfred Bilek, a self-claimed former crew member of the Eldridge and alleged witness of the experiment. In 2002, the ship was thought to be dismantled by the US Navy. Based on the witness, many conspiracy theories began to root up. This experiment shows that nothing is impossible in science. That's all for today. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to EVORTY.